It is time to finally build that God Squad. Stay frosty and head to buymaddencoins.com for the cheapest, fastest, and most reliable MUT coins on the market. I'll even help you shave off a few bucks. Use code DIRECTOR at checkout for 20% off. Yo, what up, brothers? What's up? It's the Director, Madden Ultimate Team fans. Let's talk a little bit about the power-ups that we got today. And why I think this is a pretty awesome new, promo sort of thing that they put into the game. Kind of keeps us guessing as to who's going to get upgrades in the game. It's a lot of people that maybe we didn't expect this week. And I think it kind of tells a tale of what's to come in a good way. I think that it's good that we're getting these power-ups every week. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of the players that I think also deserve this upgrade. As well as a video later on, I do want to go over a power-up from every single team that does deserve a boost with this power-up extension promo. So before we get started, hit us up with a like and sub if you do enjoy these videos. The small amount of time you guys take to hit the like, sub, and bell notification help me out a lot. Let's get into this video, man. So the power-up extension promo, very interesting. Here are the cards that we got today. The forehead thermometer. No, we got the gosh, it's not gonna let me do it if we go too big, huh? So we got the Michael Bennett, the Deuce McAllister, the Rodney Hudson, Desmond Trufant, Ryan Kerrigan, and Alshon Jeffrey. So I think a couple of them pretty nice. You know, I saw Alshon and he had like 94 speed, not bad. You know, Kerrigan a little bit too slow. Desmond Trufant pretty nice too. But what really was telling about this week's batch of power-ups was really just kind of throwing me for a loop as far as what the players actually were. Specifically these guys. Michael Bennett, you know, has a power-up. A lot of us kind of forgot that he had a power-up at all. And lo and behold, he ended up getting the bump in one of these cards. So I can actually make these bigger here. Haha. Michael Bennett, definitely not a player that I thought would be, you know, in the hindsight of a player that would get a power-up extension. And the same thing with Alshon Jeffrey. Now, the reason that I really like what they're doing with the power-up extensions is because of players like that. It keeps kind of a relevancy within the entire game itself. I talked a little while back about power-ups and maybe the fact that they make a lot of power-ups that don't really make it through the game. It feels like a waste of effort. You know, having a power-up for, let's say, a guy like Desmond King on the Chargers, okay? He's got like an 89 overall in the game, and that's probably the last upgrade, at least as far as a new card, that he's going to get for the rest of the year. Now, all of a sudden, this power-up extension promo kind of puts him back in eligibility to get up to, you know, 98, 99 overall with Kim, which is pretty interesting. So I did want to talk a little bit about some of the guys that I think deserve, you know, maybe a bumpage through this promo, maybe a couple of guys that are really, you know, underrated that you wouldn't think gets another card in the year. And I think that's primarily what these power-up extensions are being used for, are players that aren't going to get the bump, at least with another card. So Alshon Jeffrey is a really good example. I couldn't see him getting another card, you know, maybe with blockbusters or, you know, weekly content, something like I just didn't see him getting another card for the rest of the year. He just didn't stand out as much of a player as he's done in the past. But I do see the case, I do hear the case for him getting an upgrade, period. And that's where the power-up extensions come in. So let's kind of go through some of these cards that I think could definitely get an upgrade through the power-up extensions promo, okay? So guys like Alvin Kamara, you know, he probably will get an upgrade at some point. He already has a 96 overall, but he's the kind of name where you're like, Alvin Kamara needs to be one of the better halfbacks in the game, right? Why not just bump him up to a 98, 99 overall through the power-up extension promo? Okay, that's another thing too. I think eventually we're going to see these power-ups go to 99, but obviously they don't want to pump the game full of 98s too soon. So guys like Alvin Kamara up to 98 overall, maybe 99 overall later, would be kind of a nice candidate. But this Andrew Luck is a prime example of a player that should get a bump with the power-up extensions. I do not see Andrew Luck getting another card this season. Okay, he got the tribute card so long ago when he decided to retire from the NFL just before the season. And I don't know if EA is really, I don't know what the terms are as far as, you know, the players' rights with the NFLPA and stuff like that. I don't know if they're allowed to put another Andrew Luck card in the game. I don't know if they still have the rights. You guys let me know what your speculation is on that in the comment section below. But I think the simplest way to get him a new item is just to upgrade the existing one that he has. So having Andrew Luck back into the limelight as one of the best, you know, mobile quarterbacks in the game by giving him at least a 98 overall through power up is pretty interesting to me. Okay, so I don't know, man. He doesn't have a power-up in here. Yes, he does. We're looking at the power-up right now, duh. So it would be pretty interesting to see a guy like Andrew Luck get the upgrade. And the same thing goes for guys like Telvin Smith. Didn't really play this year, but he has a power-up in the game. So, I mean, you know, these Jacksonville Jaguars, you know, theme teamers, they're definitely going to want to see an upgrade to him at some point. And again, I just do not see him getting an upgrade at any point in the game for the rest of the year. So a prime candidate to get, you know, a power-up extensions bump. Zach Ertz just got a 95 overall. I can definitely see him getting like a blockbuster or something like that too, but he's definitely one of those guys in the game where you're like, Zach Ertz is one of the best tight ends in the league this year. Why is he stuck at 95 overall? Let's just bump him. Let's just bump him up to a 98 overall. That'll make a lot of people happy. My big example before, Desmond King, you know, these are kind of like the dark horse players, a lot like Michael Bennett. I really didn't see Michael Bennett getting another card this year. I think guys like Desmond King, I mean, Desmond King's just an example from my theme team, okay? I want you to think about your theme team too. Everybody has a Desmond King on their team, okay? A power-up that they just do not expect to get another card this year. They could get a bump at some point, you know, and Desmond King stuck at 90 overall. You know, for the rest of the year, he's not going to get another card, I do not imagine. He could definitely be eligible for a power-up extension. And on the Chargers theme team, once again, Austin Eckler, I think he had a really fantastic season. I don't know if they give him another card. They just gave him one for Color Smash. We're starting to wind down in the year as far as content. I wouldn't mind them bumping him up to 98 or 99 overall through the power-up extensions. Travis Frederick, another player that I really think, you know, has the potential to get a card, but I don't know if they want to use a spot on their promos, which is a great point to make as well. You know, they only have so many cards they can put out, guys. They only have so many spots available in their promos. If they don't fit in that specific promo, why not just, you know, boost their power up all the way up as far as you can to 98, 99 overall? And he's only gotten 2 cards the entire year, you know, 3 with his power up. You know, the Core Elite, the Most Feared, and that's it. And I don't see a lot of people breaking the bank, you know, in a promo to pick up a new Travis Frederick. Maybe, you know, because he meets the weight requirement, all that kind of stuff for the, you know, you want to see on your centers to get, you know, pass protected elite and stuff like that. But at the same time, you know, he's not a pack seller. So why not give the people a chance to upgrade this card, you know, without having to release a new card in the game? John Henderson. Now, these are big ones, guys. I think John Henderson, I did want to put a couple of these legends as an example as well, because there are so many new legends in the game via the Theme Diamonds promo. We've seen a new one every single week with the power-up extension. So this last week, who was it? This last week, it was Deuce McAllister, okay? And there are guys that are very, very good cards, like John Henderson, that maybe not a lot of people know about. You know, John Henderson isn't like a huge name among, you know, NFL fans. He should be, but a lot of people just don't know because, you know, there's the Jacksonville Jaguars fans, and then there's everybody else, and there's a lot of, you know, players like that in all of our teams. So John Henderson, a very, very nice card, could get an upgrade at some point. He's stuck at 92 overall from his Legends promo. He could still get an Ultimate Legend, but I think it would make more sense for guys like John Henderson, you know, be utilized in the power-up extension, and then release the Legends that sell a lot of packs through the Ultimate Legend promo throughout the rest of the year. Deshaun Watson, he's at a 95 for God knows how long since the NFL playoffs. I can see him getting a new card because he's a hot name. He's the kind of quarterback people want to utilize. It's a very good example of that too. Chris Godwin. Now, Chris Godwin already has a 97 overall once he's all the way powered up, right? But he's that kind of player that you want to see get to 99 overall. Put him in here because there are guys that have players like this that I feel had a really, really good year. And if they don't want to give him a new card, maybe, you know, eventually when they start going to 99 overalls, just give him that bump to 99 overall, man. He'd be so, so good at 99 overall, you know, with his ratio between speed, catch and traffic, route running. He'd be a very nice card, but I don't see him getting another card because, you know, Team of the Year, that's a pretty nice card already. You know, I don't see him getting a 99 overall card at any point. Let's just power up, extend him all the way to 99. Larry Little, you know, offensive lineman as far as Ultimate Legends. You know, maybe they don't sell packs as much. He's a good legend, though. He was kind of a surprise this year, so maybe he does get a UL. But at the same time, power extension makes a lot of sense for these guys. Deontay Johnson is such a good example as well. You know, one of those guys that you don't see a lot in Madden Ultimate Team just because his best card is a 92 overall blitz. You take him up to a 99 overall all of a sudden, he's going to be nasty. Look at that speed, 94 at 92 overall. So he had like 99 speed at 98 overall, you know, at least 98 speed. And the coverage stats would be pretty decent as well. So that's, I don't know, man. That's just what I'm thinking right now. These guys that you wouldn't think get another upgrade at any point could be seeing an upgrade here very soon. Patrick Surtain. Who else do we have? Terrell Owens. I do think Terrell Owens, I put him in here because I think he does get another card. So I think guys like Terrell Owens, who already, you know, they're pretty good, you know, 96 overall card. He's one of the best wide receivers in the game, in my opinion. I think he gets a new card. I don't think he goes into the power-up extension promo, okay? And just a couple more in here. Another example, I do think Clinton Portis probably gets, another Ultimate Legend card at some point. He's pretty nice. Juju Smith-Schuster, definitely one of those guys I think could get a power-up extension. He's got a 93 Redux right now. He's a well-known player, but he just didn't have a great season. I think that's a great example of a power-up extension. And the first guy I put down here, William Jackson, his best card at 93 Redux. Perfect example of what I'm looking at for cards to get power-up extensions. So in the comment section below, I'd like you guys to kind of list some guys that you would love to see power-up extensions for. I'm going to be doing another video here really soon, kind of choosing a couple of guys from every single team that I would like to see get a power-up extension. Every single team, all 32 teams in the NFL, I'm going to go over all of them, guys. And I think there is a player on every single team that deserves a power-up extension, and it should be a good time. So let me know in the comment section below who you guys would select. Kind of a simple one for this morning, but I do have more on the way later today, including stuff for you Chargers fans. I know that it's been a couple days since we got a Chargers video, so we're going to put out another one of those today. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been The Director. We'll see you next time. Remember to like and sub if you do enjoy this content. We'll see you guys next time. As always, stay frosty.